And welcome back YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. As always, I appreciate that. Now today I would like to talk to you about a little game called Westerado, double-barreled. Go play it. It's amazing. The end. Well, no, I'll tell a little bit more about the game. It's like when Red Dead Redemption and one of these old Sierra adventure games had a baby, right? The result would be Westerado. The game started as a browser game, and you can still play it on the internet, but it also got a double-barreled version on Steam with a lot of extra content to it. Now, when your mother and brother are brutally murdered, you set off to find the killer. Spaghetti Western style, yeah. So the game combines elements of classic adventure games, whodunit murder mystery, with freeform questing and arcade-style shooting. Now, I really like the pixelated graphics. It's really, again, a throwback to the old adventure games, although a bit messy when interacting with NPCs, but it's charming throughout, and especially because of the little details and animations. I mean, look at the vultures, look at the scorpions and the snakes, and it's all moving and it feels alive. Oh, and the music needs special mention, really. Some really fitting banjo and harmonica tunes that really add to the Western style atmosphere. So what do you actually do in this game? Well, you walk from screen to screen, again, very much like the old Sierra adventure games, visiting these locations like desert towns, banks, railway stations, mines, graveyards, etc., etc. And you interact with NPCs that will give you quests, and when successfully completed will give you clues on the appearance of the murderer. What kind of hat he wears, if he's fat or thin, what kind of buckle, the color of his jacket. Now, the dialogue is really witty, and you can tell that the developers have really had a good time making this game, and you will learn what the town folks are dealing with. It's really interesting. And what's more interesting is that during conversations you can draw your gun and see how the NPC will react, and sometimes you just have to do that just to get what you want. Now, once you get enough clues, you can identify the murderer and get to the final confrontation. Again, very spaghetti Western style. I'm not going to spoil it, but you'll have an idea, right? But the murderer might just be wandering the streets, so you have to identify him. It's really interesting. Or you just forget the whole thing and just play some cards in the saloon and kill some bandits, or help the ranchers out with herding the buffalo, or work for the oil baron, or the military, or the Indians, or earn some cash finding wanted criminals. I mean, there's just so much to do in this game. So the game can be completed within the hour, but you will miss so much content. So you shouldn't really do that. It's not recommended. And the shooting, right? Almost forgot. The shooting is actually quite interesting. It's an interesting little mini game in itself. So pressing the right shoulder button will draw your gun, right? Now pressing the right trigger will cock the gun, and pressing it again will shoot the gun. Now when you run out of bullets, you have to reload by repeatedly pressing the left trigger. And strangely enough, this really feels realistic, and it's quite challenging in the midst of a gunfight or riding on your horse. In conclusion, really, I fell in love with this game. I really did. It's amazing how much content was crammed into this one. It's challenging, it's fun, it's witty, it shows that a small indie team can create something really special, even surpassing AAA titles, and this game is one of the best of all time. It's one of the best of all time. I really enjoyed this game. You should play it. Go play it. You know, try it in your browser or buy it on Steam. Post a link in the description below. Comes highly recommended. Thank you for watching.